Involvement of public-private partnership for development of Uttar Pradesh. Introduction. The progress of economy of any state is not imaginable without adequate infrastructure development. Developed infrastructure accelerate the development of the state. It has a direct impact on industrialization and investment. A large state like Uttar Pradesh essentially require enormous investment in order to match international standards of infrastructure facilities. A large scale like Uttar Pradesh essentially require enormous investment in order to match international standards of infrastructure facility. Therefore, for improved quality of infrastructure facilities, faster implementation of projects, optimal risk allocation between faster implementation of project, optimal risk allocation between state government and private partners, and to meet additional capital requirement for investment infrastructure. It has been considered prudent to invest and encourage private participation on a large scale for for expeditions for expeditions development of infrastructure facilities. अब आते हैं मीन्स public private partnership means an arrangement between government statutory entity and government owned entity on one side and a private sector entity on other side for provision of public assets and or public services through investment being made and management being undertaken through investment being made and management being undertaken by private sector entities for a specific period of time where there is well defined allocation of risk between the private sector and public entity, and private entity who is chosen on the basis of open competitive bidding receive performance linked payment that conform to open competitive bidding receive performance linked payment that conform to specified and predetermined performance standards measurable by public entity or its representatives. In Uttar Pradesh, various public-private partnership projects in different segments like expressway, road, energy transport, education, urban rejuvenation, service sector, tourism, power, housing, sugar, etc. They are already underway and many more are open for bidding. The first PPP project in state of Uttar Pradesh was Agra Lucknow Expressway, which was inaugurated in 2016. Phase of development of PPP model in Uttar Pradesh. Phase 1 2000 से 2010 primary experiment. First policy of development. Here government has done PPP partnership on an experimental basis. Some of the projects were successful, some failed. The government also faced several challenges such as lack of expertise in PPP, lack of clear regulation and limited partnership. Phase 2 2010 से 2020 ग्रोथ एंड कंसोलिडेशन evolvement of PPP framework, new reforms like development of clear regulation, creation of a PPP entity with the government and provision of financial and technical assistance to private sector partners. The number of PPP projects increased significantly. Phase 3 from 2020 to till now. Evolved PPP. UP government and private player proactively worked together and expanding their scope in various sectors. UP bringing lot of policies, plans and investors summit to further deepen public private partnership. जनरल फीचर्स ऑफ मतलब 3 फेजेस में चल रहा है, ठीक है. अब आते हैं जनरल फीचर्स ऑफ पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप. It allows large scale government projects such as road, bridge, hospitals to be completed with private funding. In this partnership investment are undertaken by private sector entity for specified period of time. ठीक है. In this partnership investment are undertaken by private sector entity for a specified period of time. The private sector technology and innovation combined with public sector incentive to complete work on time and within budget. As PPP evolved PPP involve full retention of responsibility by government for providing services. It does not amount for privatization. There is a well-defined allocation of risk between private sector and public entity. ठीक है. अब उसके बाद हम देखते हैं, अ प्राइवेट एंटिटी इज चूजन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ओपन कॉम्पिटिटिव बिडिंग एंड रिसीव परफॉर्मेंस लिंक्ड पेमेंट and receive performance linked payment. The PPP route can be alternative in developing countries where government face various constraints on borrowing money for important project. It also provide expertise in planning and management and execution of large projects. Type of PPP. These models are different on level of investment, ownership control, risk sharing, technical collaboration. देखो, these model are different on level of investment, ownership control, risk sharing, technical collaboration, duration and financing etc. Both build, operate and transfer. देखो, बिल्ड ऑपरेट ट्रांसफर इसमें क्या है, प्राइवेट पार्टनर्स इज इन चार्ज ऑफ डिज़ाइनिंग कॉन्ट्रैक्टिंग एंड ऑपरेटिंग. बिल्ड, ऑपरेट एंड ट्रांसफ़र. जो प्राइवेट पार्टनर्स हैं इज़ इन चार्ज ऑफ डिज़ाइनिंग, ठीक है, कंस्ट्रक्टिंग, ऑपरेटिंग, मतलब ड्यूरिंग द agreed upon period and later hand over to the government. A key illustration of BOOT concept is the National Highway project that NHAI has leased out under PPP forms. ठीक है, नेशनल हाईवे. Build, own, operate. In this method, ownership of newly built facility will rest with BOOT है वो. Build, own, operate rest with private party on mutually agreed terms and condition. Public sector partner agrees to purchase on mutually agreed terms and condition. Public sector partners agrees to purchase the goods and services produced by the project. BOOT. Build, own, operate and transfer. बोट का क्या है, बिल्ड, ओन, ऑपरेट एंड ट्रांसफर. वेरिएंट ऑफ बोट मॉडल हेयर. After negotiated period of time, the project is transferred to government and to private operators. It is used in highway and port development. Bolt. Build, operate, lease, transfer. In this approach, the government gives a concession to private entity to build a facility, own the facility, lease the facility to public sector, and then at the end of lease period transfer the ownership of facility to the मतलब गवर्नमेंट. ठीक है. फिर है तुम्हारा ये DV फोर्ट, डिज़ाइन, बिल्ड, फंड, ऑपरेट, ट्रांसफ़र. In this model, the entire responsibility for design, construction, finance, and operation of project for period of concession lies with private entity. अब उसके बाद तुम्हारा है EPC model, engineering, procurement, construction model. In this model, the asset is designed, financed, and constructed by private entity. The public agency that will the asset eventually receive ownership of it. The public agency that will the asset eventually receive ownership of it. The public entity pay the private entity. The public entity engineering, procure, construction model. In this model, the asset is designed, financed, and constructed by private entities. ठीक है. The public agency that built the asset eventually receive ownership of it. ठीक है. The public entity pay the private entity a lump sum amount in exchange of playing the role. The private entity is not responsible for operation and management. मतलब जी engineer procurement and construction model, ठीक है, HAMP model. Hybrid annuity model, it combine two infrastructure construction model, जैसे boat मतलब boat annuity and EPC. इसमें under HAMP NIA pays 40% of total project expenditure. The payment is done in installments based on target project completion. The remaining 60% amount has to be arranged by developer. The developer finance 20 to 25% of total project for the remaining money is raised as debt. ठीक है. Major challenges in PPE model with possible solution. देखो, project identification and feasibility, identifying suitable project and assessing their financial viability is a significant challenge. Government should conduct feasibility study and project appraisal. Feasibility study and project appraisal to ensure the viability and sustainability of a PPP project. Risk allocation. Proper risk allocation between public and private sector is essential. Proper risk allocation between public and private sector is essential. It is important to identify and allocate the risk to the party best equipped to manage them. Transparency and clear contractual arrangement can help to mitigate this risk. Legal and regulatory framework. A strong legal and regulatory framework is essential for PPP project to operate. Government should establish clear guideline, procurement procedures and dispute resolution mechanism to ensure fairness, transparency and accountability. To ensure fairness, transparency and accountability. Financing and cost recovery. Getting adequate finance for PPP project is a big challenge. Government should explore innovative financing mechanisms such as infrastructure bond, public guarantees, and an attractive private investment. Infrastructure bond, public guarantee, and an attractive private investment. Clear and realistic mechanism for cost recovery such as user fees and availability of payment can also help to make project financially viable. Financing and cost recovery. Stakeholder engagement and public perception. Government should actively engage with stakeholders including local community and civil society organizations. Also build trust and ensure transparency throughout the project life. Capacity building and knowledge sharing. To manage PPP project effectively, public sector should have necessary expertise and capacity. Long-term planning and contract management. It is essential for the success of PPP project. It should be ensured that contracts are well drawn up, monitored and enforced to avoid dispute and ensure project delivery as per agreed term. Social and environment consideration. PPP models should be sustainable. They should follow environment assessment framework while executing the project. Uncertainty. Contract should be flexible to cope up with uncertainty of funding, risk arrangement, timelines. The use of technology to assess what kind of uncertainties are generally faced in various projects. अब आते हैं crony capitalism. An unhealthy nexus between political leaders and business person is unhealthy for country and state. Tendering bidding of projects should be transparent. The success of PPP to a large extent depends on operational risk allocation among the stakeholder, an environment of trust among stakeholders and robust institution capacity to implement PPP project. Flow of private capital into infrastructure sector is the need of our. Flow of private capital in the infrastructure sector is the needs of our. Vijay Kelkar committee report on revisiting Vijay Kelkar Committee report on revisiting and revitalizing PPP model. Dr. Vijay Kelkar Committee was set up by Government of India in 2015 to review the PPP model of infrastructure in India. The committee has made following recommendation. पहला है contracts need to focus more on service delivery instead of profit. सर्विस डिलीवरी पे फोकस होना चाहिए ना कि प्रॉफिट पे. बेटर आइडेंटिफिकेशन एंड एलोकेशन ऑफ रिस्क बिटवीन स्टेक होल्डर्स. फिर उसके बाद क्या है, प्रूडेंट यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ वायबिलिटी गैप फंड. प्रूडेंट यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ वायबिलिटी गैप फंड वेयर यूजर चार्जेस कैन नॉट गारंटी एंड रोबस्ट रेवेन्यू स्ट्रीम. ठीक है. Improved fiscal reporting practices and careful monitoring of performance. Government must move PPP model to next level of maturity and sophistication. Cost effectiveness of managing the risk need to be evaluated. Proposed PPP adjudication tribunal for infrastructure project sector specific institution framework may be developed to address issue for PPP projects. Umbrella guideline may be developed for stressed project. Swiss challenge. Unsolidated proposal to be discouraged to avoid information asymmetries and lack of transparency. Set up an Institute of Excellence in PPP to inner allies guide the sector, provide policy input and timely advice, and undertake sustainable capacity building. Conclusion. A mature PPP framework is need of hour. There is need to implement some of the key recommendation of Kelkar Committee, including setting up of PPP institution, dedicated PPP tribunal, and formal framework for post-award contract renegotiation. A robust PPP system enable the government to accomplish dream of vibrant economy. ठीक है. रोल ऑफ PPP मॉडल इन डेवलपमेंट ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश. सबसे पहला है इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट. आगरा लखनऊ एक्सप्रेस वे अबाउट 302.2 किलोमीटर, 6 लेन एक्सपेंडेबल टू 8 लेन्स एक्सप्रेस वे बिल्ड अंडर PPP अरेंजमेंट. ठीक है. इट रिड्यूसेस ट्रेवल टाइम बिटवीन आगरा एंड लखनऊ एंड बूस्ट इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़. पूर्वांचल एक्सप्रेस वे अराउंड 340.824 किलोमीटर along expressway between Lucknow and Ghaziabad. It helped to reduce regional imbalances. Bundelkhand Expressway around 296.070 kilometer long, 4-lane wide access control expressway is developed on PPP model. ठीक है. अब आते हैं जेवर एयरपोर्ट ग्रेटर नोएडा. ये ग्रीनफील्ड एयरपोर्ट डेवलपिंग बाय यमुना एक्सप्रेसवे इंडस्ट्रियल डेवलपमेंट अथॉरिटी with private sector participation. Once completed, it is expected to become one of the largest airport of India. Power projects. The Uttar Pradesh State Power Corporation Limited, working with private player under PPP model for the improvement in electricity distribution. फिर उसके बाद है तुम्हारा इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट स्टेडियम इज बीइंग कंस्ट्रक्टेड इन बनारसी ऑन PPP मॉडल. Under PPP model, 14 Center of Excellence and 5 High Performance Center Institute will be set up in various sports under new sports policy. 14 Center of Excellence and 5 High Performance Center. फिर उसके बाद है डेडिकेटेड एक्शन प्लान इज बीइंग प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर डेवलपमेंट ऑफ बनारस कोलकाता नेशनल हाईवे 1 वाटरवे ऑन PPP मॉडल. अंडर न्यू स्पोर्ट पॉलिसी द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट will develop stadium on PPP model, under which Chowk Station in Lucknow and City Stadium in Meerut will be constructed in first phase. ठीक है। डेवलपमेंट ऑफ बस स्टैंड ऑन पीपीपी मॉडल, CNG plant will be set up on PPP model in Lucknow, Ghaziabad, Prayagraj and Gorakhpur. Lucknow, Ghaziabad, Prayagraj and Gorakhpur. It utilizes municipal solid waste for CCC for CNG formation. Special economic zone and industrial park have been developed under PPP model under industrial policy. Various social projects such as educational institution, healthcare, urban development also taken place in UP under PPP model. For example, medical college in Mahova, Mainpuri, Hamirpur, etc. Medical college in Mahova, Mainpuri, Hamirpur, etc. are developing in PPP model. Under smart city mission, state government has collaborated with private entities to develop and transform cities into smart cities, leveraging technology and innovative solution. Lucknow Metro Rail projects under PPP model. In healthcare, AIMS rivalry was built under an arrangement between state government and private sector. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University is a PPP project to improve technical education quality. Medical College in Mahova, Mainpuri, Bagpat, Hamirpur, Hathras, Kasgans developing in PPP model under one district, one medical college program. Approx 50 bedded and 200 bedded hospital will be open in state on PPP model. Tourism. The Taj Mahal Heritage Corridor project is a PPP project aimed at developing infrastructure and tourism facility around the Taj Mahal. Cruise service between Banaras and Prayagraj started on PPP model. Skill development. देखो, development of skill sector, vocational training institutions and industries led training program are underway on PPP projects. Development of Center of Excellence and Incubation Center under skill mission is proposed in PPP partnership. A sophisticated city is being established in Lucknow on PPP model and IT park in cities like Agra, Mathura, Kanpur, etc. Proposed to build in PPP model under UP Information Technology Policy 2017. This is the top state PPP project implementation. UP has 15% share in India's total PPP projects, followed by Maharashtra and Gujarat. PM Mitra Mega Textile Park will be set up in Lucknow on 1,000 acre of Malihabad Tehsil, Lucknow. The project will bring an investment of 10,000 crore and employment to around 1 lakh youth. It will be developed on PPP model. 594 kilometer long Ganga Expressway, one of the largest expressway in India. It passes from 12 districts from Meerut to Prayagraj, is being developed on PPP model. Eastern Dedicated Freight Corridor passing through UP is developing under PPP model. Proposed to develop 600 megawatt solar power project in Jhansi on PPP model, where UP Renewable Energy Agency working with private player. UP PPP bid evaluation committee has approved project of port taxi development system connecting Noida International Airport with Film City. UP state government proposes 10,000 crore Noida Film City. This Film City project is PPP project will be developed on 1,000 acre of lake along Yamuna Expressway. Conclusion. PPP provides an important tool for government seeking to expand and improve infrastructure and delivery of social services for citizens, and also help to boost economic growth and poverty reduction. Need or adoption of best PPP service and learning through success and failures. ठीक है, तो हमने क्या क्या देखा है? सबसे पहले हम देख रहे हैं कि मतलब इंट्रोडक्शन देखा, फिर हमने देखा 3 फेजेस, फिर जनरल फीचर्स देख लिए क्या क्या बन रहा है, फिर टाइप्स देखा, फिर हम देख रहे हैं कि मेजर चैलेंजेस क्या हैं, कैसे ये सब 9 चैलेंजेस हैं। फिर हमने विजय केलकर कमेटी ने जो सजेशंस दिए हैं हमने उनको देख लिया। फिर हम देख रहे हैं कि यूपी में कहाँ कहाँ हम लोग पीपीपी प्रोजेक्ट को यूज़ कर रहे हैं। तो सबसे पहले हम इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में यूज़ कर रहे हैं, जैसे आगरा लखनऊ एक्सप्रेस वे, पूर्वांचल एक्सप्रेस वे, बुंदेलखंड एक्सप्रेस वे, ठीक है। पावर प्रोजेक्ट्स में भी हम लोग यूज़ कर रहे हैं, एकदम क्रिकेट स्टेडियम और कुछ स्पोर्ट्स की और चीज़ें बना रहे हैं। नेशनल वाटरवे 1 में भी हमने ये चीज़ों को यूज़ किया है। फिर उसके बाद हम देखते हैं मतलब हेल्थ केयर में देखते हैं तो एम्स रायबरेली, APJ अब्दुल कलाम टेक्निकल यूनिवर्सिटी, मेडिकल कॉलेजेस महोबा, मैनपुरी, बागपत, हमीरपुर, हथरस, कासगंज, अप्रॉक्स 50 बेडेड एंड 200 बेडेड हॉस्पिटल बन रहे हैं। टूरिज्म में भी हम यूज़ कर रहे हैं। जो क्रूज सर्विस स्टार्ट हुई थी उसमें भी हमने यूज़ किया है। स्किल डेवलपमेंट में भी सफिस्टिकेटेड ये IT सिटी जो बना रहे हैं ये भी PPP मॉडल पे बन रहा है। पीएम मित्रा पार्क भी बन रहा है, एक्सप्रेस वे, ईस्टर्न डेडिकेटेड फ्राइट कॉरिडोर, और ये हम जो फिल्म सिटी वगैरह बना रहे हैं नोएडा में, ये सब हम उसी पे बना रहे हैं, ठीक है। अब आते हैं अगला, एक्वाकल्चर, विटीकल्चर, सारीकल्चर, फ्लोरिकल्चर, हॉर्टिकल्चर, आर्बोरिक कल्चर इन उत्तर प्रदेश एंड इट्स इम्पैक्ट ऑन यूपी, इट्स इम्पैक्ट ऑन डेवलपमेंट ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश। देखो Aquaculture is breeding, raising and harvesting fish, shellfish, aquatic plant and other species in a controlled aquatic environment like lake, river, pond and streams. According to Food and Agriculture Organization, aquaculture is understood to mean the farming of aquatic organism including fish, crustaceous, mollusk and aquatic plant. Type of aquaculture: freshwater aquaculture, breeding and rearing of freshwater catfish, prawns and shrimps. Brackish-water farming, confined in coastal states like Kerala. Shrimp farming, paddy cum fish culture, fish are reared in paddy field. Seaweed culture, marine algae is known as seaweed. Fish farming, raising fish in tank of other enclosed water body on commercial scale. Species like salmon, catfish, cod, carp and trout are the chief species of fish reared under fish farming. Uttar Pradesh specific aquaculture. Uttar Pradesh is the most populous state and is endowed with significant aquatic bioresource, showcasing a diverse range of freshwater fish and rich genetic diversity that account for nearly 15% of India's fish biodiversity. The state's fishery resource includes a system of rivers and stream, reservoir irrigation canals, ponds, lakes, and extensive floodplain wetland. Department of Fisheries, Uttar Pradesh was established with the objective of developing fisheries sector in a planned manner. Department taking various initiatives for aquaculture development under central sponsored scheme. Blue Revolution has led to an increase of 30% in fish culture. To meet the growing demand of fish need in the state, 9 large hatcheries were developed by Uttar Pradesh Fisheries Development Corporation. In the 7th 5-year plan, fishery development agencies were established in all the districts of state. These agencies provide loan, grants and short-term training and technical information to the fishermen. Under the scheme, Green Revolution Integrated Development and Management of Fisheries launched by Government of India in year 2016-17, various centrally sponsored and centrally funded scheme was undertaken up by state for fisheries development. Measures for development of fisheries sector in state. UP Fishermen Welfare Fund for upliftment of poor fishermen and fisheries development. The state is formulating policy for hatchery accreditation, seed certification, fish feed quality control, and fish food and fish quality certification. Introduce various programs for mobile fish parlors, development of waterlogged area, fish seed farming, fish seed farm development for fish seed production. Under Manrega, the department has renovated pond for further fisheries development. The state has achieved around 19.9 lakh ton of fish production using 5.47 lakh hectare of water spread across the state annually. Welfare activities for fishermen, direct benefit transfer of fund and subsidies, Aadhaar authentication of fishermen, insurance assistance to 1.5 lakh fishermen under Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, provide Kisan credit card facility to fishermen. Uttar Pradesh backs the best performing state in inland fisheries sector. Award on World Fisheries Day 2020. Problem faced by fisheries sector. Most of the fishermen are poor. They are not able to purchase good equipment to improve the harvest of fish. The water body जैसे river, lake, pond, coastal area of sea are increasingly polluted. The area of paddy field in which fisheries used to kept is also decreasing under the impact of fast growth of population, industrialization and urbanization. Inadequate information, unpredictable nature of monsoon, as a result of which inland fisheries suffered adversely. Problem of marketing, storage and transportation. Inadequate research and extension services facilities. अब आते हैं viticulture. Viticulture is the cultivation and harvesting of grapes. It is the branch of horticulture. Viticulturists use this experience to understand the right time to harvest grapes for ripeness and quality, prevent pest, fertilize their vineyards, prune and design sustainable farming programs. Status of viticulture in India. India is one of the largest grape producing country in the world. Grapes are grown in various states across India, with Maharashtra is the largest grape state in India, accounting around 80% of total production. Other major crop producing states in India include Karnataka, Andhra, Tamil Nadu, and Telangana. Most widely grown grape variety in India are Thompson Seedless, Bangalore Blue, Anabe Sahi, Sarad Seedless, and Manik Chaman. Grape cultivation in India is mostly done on a commercial scale with large farms and vineyards spread across the country. The grape season in India typically start in December and lasts till May. Grape industries in India growing due to adoption of modern techniques, better infrastructure, and increased foreign export. Indian grapes exported to UAE, UK, Bangladesh, Netherlands, and Saudi Arabia. Challenges faced by grapes industry: disease and pest management, lack of adequate storage, poor transportation facilities, price volatility. Status of viticulture in Uttar Pradesh. Grapes has been made their place as an important fruit in northern India, and their area is increasing rapidly in this region. In last decade, viticulture has progressed in Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Delhi, and Uttar Pradesh. Pilot project of grapes cultivation started in Karchana block of Uttar Pradesh. Karchana. It had initial success and now other farmers also adopting grapes farming. Grapes cultivation has been done in Chandrasekhar Park, Eco Park, Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh for last several years, where grapes are cultivated in 10 bigha. Most of grapes in Uttar Pradesh is in their initial state and done on pilot basis. Sari culture. It is the process of cultivating silkworm and extracting silk from them. The caterpillar of a domestic silk moth, also known as Bombaxi mori, are most commonly used silkworm species in sari culture. Other type of silkworm such as iri, muga, tashar are also cultivated for production of wild silk. Sari culture in India. China is China is the originator country of sari culture. Later, it is introduced in other countries, including India. Today, China and India contribute to 60% of world silk production. Notably, India is one of the largest producer of silk in the world. India produces five varieties of silk: mulberry, oak tussar, tropical tussar, muga iri. South India is an leading silk producing area in India, where Karnataka is the largest producer. Sari culture in Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh mostly produce mulberry type of silk. In 2022-23, mulberry silk production in Uttar Pradesh reached to 236 metric ton. It represents a significant growth in production of mulberry. Mulberry silk production is mainly taking place in the Tarai region from Saharanpur to Kushinagar, Devariya and Saharanpur to Kushinagar, फिर देवरिया एंड फ्रॉम सेंट्रल रीजन मेनली इन इटावा औरैया उन्नाव. तसर सिल्क इस देखो ये हमने देखा मलबेरी ऊपर वाली बेल्ट में है और थोड़ा यहाँ इटावा औरैया उन्नाव. टसर सिल्क इज प्रोड्यूस्ड इन सोनभद्र, झांसी, ललितपुर डिस्ट्रिक्ट, ये वाले एरिया में. मतलब सोनभद्र उधर है लेकिन झांसी ललितपुर इधर है. बनारस इन उत्तर प्रदेश अर्न फेम फॉर बीइंग origin of Banarsi saree. It is used to make brocade Banarsi silk saree. It covered in GI tag and one district one product. Central Silk Board has proposed setting up a regional center for sari research in Gorakhpur. Uttar Pradesh share in India's total silk production is 3%. It is possibility to reach up to 15 से 20% of production. Recent effort. Silk exchange is opened in Banaras. Agreement with Karnataka government for training to silk farmers. Various initiatives has been taken by Central Silk Board. Silk Exchange, Central Silk Board. Major challenges faced by silk industry. Major challenges देखो, non availability of raw material, pest and disease of silkworm, underdeveloped silk market, non availability of government loan and subsidies, poor drainage and groundwater depletion, unorganized nature of sari culture. देखो, नॉन अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल, ठीक है, पेस्ट और डिजीज़ हो जा रही है, अंडर डेवलप्ड सिल्क मार्केट, नॉन अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ गवर्नमेंट लोन एंड सब्सिडीज, पुअर ड्रेनेज एंड ग्राउंड वाटर डिप्लीशन, अनऑर्गेनाइज नेचर ऑफ सारी कल्चर. Government initiative, integrated scheme for development of silk industry, focus on 4 component: research and development, training, technology use, seed organization, market development for seed, yarn and silk products, quality certification system, anti-dumping duty and Chinese raw silk. Floriculture or flower farming is the study of growing and marketing flowers and foliage plant. It includes cultivation of flowering and ornamental plants for direct sale or for use as raw material in cosmetic and perfume industry and pharmaceutical sector. Floriculture in India. Immense potential for generating gainful self-employment among small and marginal farmers. Major floriculture crops are rose, carnation, Garvera, orchid, tulip, lily, marigold, gladiolus. India ranks second in total floriculture area only next to China. Karnataka is the leading producer where Kerala has largest area under floriculture. Floriculture in Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh government joined hand with CSIR National Botanical Research Institution to prepare a roadmap for promotion of flower farming in state under the National Floriculture Mission. Floriculture is a farm-based income generation enterprise having high potential to earn foreign exchange and generate employment for rural and urban youth. CSIR National Botanical Research Institution is the nodal body appointed by Central for promotion of flower farming across the country. Detailed project report made by National Botanical Research Institution for promotion of floriculture in Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh has immense potential as Uttar Pradesh is an importer of flowers to meet the domestic needs from other state. Example: Banaras is the main hub of flower market, but 30 to 40% of city's flower requirement is met from by Calcutta. Under floriculture mission, two distillation units set up in Vanthara in Lucknow and Kannauj. Cultivation of flowers such as rose, tuberose, anthurium, carnations, marigold being carried in the state in open field and state of art poly and greenhouses. अब आते हैं हॉर्टिकल्चर. Horticulture is the branch of plant agriculture dealing with garden crops, generally fruits, vegetables, and ornamental plants. The word is derived from Latin hortus, garden, and colere, to cultivate. As a general term, it covers all form of garden management. Type of horticulture: olericulture, production of vegetables; pomology, production of fruits and nuts; viticulture, production of grapes; floriculture, production of flower and ornamental plants; truff management, production and management of truff grasses; arboriculture, cultivation of woody plants. Horticulture in India: the production of fruits and vegetables are in increasing note. Total horticulture production has increased from 211.2 मिलियन टन्स इन 2007-8 टू 311.71 बिलियन टन्स इन 2018-19. इंडिया इज़ द सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ फ्रूट एंड वेजिटेबल इन द वर्ल्ड विद रैंक फर्स्ट है इसकी मैंगो, बनाना, लाइम, लेमन, पपाया, ओकरा. मेजर हॉर्टिकल्चर प्रोड्यूसिंग स्टेट: उत्तर प्रदेश, वेस्ट बंगाल, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra. Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture, centrally sponsored scheme for holistic growth of horticulture sector covering fruits, vegetables and other areas. Under Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture, Government of India contributes 60% of total outlay for development program and 40% is contributed by state government. It fulfilled the objective of National Horticulture Mission 2005. Horticulture in Uttar Pradesh. The diverse climate of Uttar Pradesh is suitable for producing all kind of horticulture crop. Uttar Pradesh is the leading producer of horticulture crop, contributing around 12 to 13% of total horticulture production of India. From more than 90% of small holding farmers, horticulture crops are main source of higher income, employment and nutrition. In Uttar Pradesh, diverse horticulture produce like fruits, vegetables, flowers, medical plants, aromatic spices, beekeeping, mushroom cultivation are grown and cultivated. Department of Horticulture and Food Processing: Uttar Pradesh is the nodal department for Uttar Pradesh of Department for Development Horticulture in Uttar Pradesh. Various schemes are being implemented for horticulture development in Uttar Pradesh. Integrated Mission for Development of Horticulture, establishment of drip and sprinkler irrigation system, National Mission on medicinal plant, Food Processing Development Scheme, राष्ट्रीय कृषि विकास योजना, हॉर्टिकल्चर डेवलपमेंट इन शेड्यूल्ड एरिया, नेशनल अरोमा मिशन, अदर स्कीम उत्तर प्रदेश फेटल प्रोडक्शन प्रमोशन स्कीम, उत्तर प्रदेश फूड प्रोसेसिंग इंडस्ट्री पॉलिसी 2017, हाईटेक नर्सरी इस्टेब्लिशमेंट, हर्बल गार्डन स्कीम, हॉर्टिकल्चर प्रमोशन अंडर बुंदेलखंड स्पेशल पैकेज, ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम फॉर बी कीपिंग, बीटल डेवलपमेंट, मशरूम प्रोडक्शन ईटीसी, उत्तर प्रदेश पोटैटोज डेवलपमेंट पॉलिसी 2014, उत्तर प्रदेश हॉर्टिकल्चर स्टैटिस्टिक्स, उत्तर प्रदेश रैंक इन टॉप 3 स्टेट्स हॉर्टिकल्चर, मैंगो, मशरूम, गुआवा, हनी, मुस्कमेलन, पोटैटो, वाटरमेलन, आंवला, वेजिटेबल्स, मैंगो, गुआवा, पपाया, ग्रेप्स, बनाना, पाइनएप्पल, लेमन आर प्रोड्यूस इन प्लेन्स ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश, तराई रीजन, स्ट्रॉबेरी, चेरी, वॉलनट, बनाना, बनारस, प्रयागराज, गोरखपुर, मैंगो, लखनऊ, बरेली, मेरठ, बनारस, गाजियाबाद, कानपुर, सहारनपुर, लंगड़ा मैंगो बनारस में होता है, दशहरी, मलीलाबाद और लखनऊ, ऑरेंज, सहारनपुर, गुआवा, प्रयागराज, कौसम्बी, बदायूं, कानपुर, बरेली, अयोध्या, लीची, सहारनपुर, मेरठ, आंवला, प्रतापगढ़, रायबरेली, बेटल, महोबा। एरोबिक कल्चर देखो, Arboriculture is the cultivation and care of individual trees, shrub, vines, and other perennial woody plants, primarily for landscape or ornamental purpose. Arboriculture is different from forestry because in arboriculture development of tree for aesthetic purpose rather than timber and fruits. Importance बताओ, health, tree keeps us and our environment healthy. They have medical and healing properties, good for mental health, preserving habitats. Woodlands are home to a host of wildlife and different species of plants, good for economy. Green area are near colonies housing, increasing its cost and become more attractive for people. Proud community, green spaces near you means community can proud on its surrounding and a sign of standard. Aesthetic, tree adds beauty to our surrounding by adding color to an area, softening harsh line of building and create picturesque. Animal husbandry. Animal husbandry is the branch of agriculture concerned with animals that are raised for meat, fiber, milk, or other products. It has following four components: animal breeding, animal health, animal management, animal nutrition. Animal husbandry in Uttar Pradesh. Animal husbandry department was created in January 1944. It is responsible for livestock and poultry development, disease control, fodder development, and other related activities. It contribute around 6 to 7% of state GSDP. Uttar Pradesh also established Uttar Pradesh Livestock Development Board in 1998 and was registered under Society Act. The basic aim of board is to restructure and reorient the cattle and buffalo breeding operation. It implements a central extension of frozen semen technology, National Cattle and Buffalo Breeding Program. 20th लाइव स्टॉक सेंसस 2019 उत्तर प्रदेश टोटल उत्तर प्रदेश में लाइव स्टॉक कितना था 68 मिलियन उत्तर प्रदेश रैंक 1 इन टोटल लाइव स्टॉक कैटल पॉपुलेशन इन उत्तर प्रदेश 19 मिलियन सेकंड आफ्टर वेस्ट बंगाल बफेलो की 33 मिलियन थी फर्स्ट है यूपी गॉड प्रोडक्शन में जो यूपी था वो 14.5 मिलियन पॉपुलेशन है ठीक है तीसरे नंबर पे राजस्थान और वेस्ट बंगाल के बाद बिक्स में 0.41 मिलियन उत्तर प्रदेश कम्स 9 इन एग प्रोडक्शन स्कीम्स फॉर एनिमल हस्बेंड्री फॉर पर्पज ऑफ मेडिकल केयर ऑफ एनिमल इज सेंट्रल लेबोरेटरी लखनऊ विद 10 डिविजनल लेवल लेबोरेटरी आर बीइंग ऑपरेटेड अकॉर्डिंग टू रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ नेशनल एग्रीकल्चर कमीशन 1 एनिमल हॉस्पिटल should be provided in every 5,000 animals and 1 animal care center for per 250 एनिमल्स नेशनल लाइव स्टॉक मिशन 2021 से 26 द स्कीम फोकस ऑन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप डेवलपमेंट एंड ब्रीड इम्प्रूवमेंट इन पोल्ट्री सीप गॉट piggery including feed and fodder development, livestock health and disease control scheme, preventing and controlling containing animal disease of cattle and other for vaccination, national animal disease control program. It is being implemented to control foot and mouth disease and brucellosis by completing vaccination cattle, buffalo, sheep, goat, pigs. Development in milk production. Firstly, in the year of 1907, कटरा कतरा सहकारी दुग्ध समिति इलाहाबाद was set up, the first society of Uttar Pradesh in milk sector. In year 1937, country's first milk federation, Lucknow Milk Producer Corporation Federation Limited was set up. State Cooperative Dairy Federation Limited was set up in 1962 to provide technical assistance to milk production. In 1971, Operation Flood 1 scheme was launched in 8 districts of Uttar Pradesh due to less coverage of scheme. Operation Flood 1 showed negligible effect. फिर है उत्तर प्रदेश मिल्क एक्ट 1976 was enacted and a separate milk development department was set up to increase production in the state. Operation Flood Phase 2 was launched in 1981 and continued till 1985. Operation Flood 3 1985 to 1996. In this, 30 district of Uttar Pradesh was chosen and 30 milk federation was set up.